Parasympathy, sympathy. This little breath protocol is one of the most relaxing breath protocols that I know. And it's so simple to do. I do it with all of my students, all of my athletes, and most importantly, myself, because I am a very supercharged person. So it's very simple. We're going to compound a number of features that support the parasympathetic role, or the autonomic nervous system's parasympathetic dominance for your body. Number one is you recline. You lay on your back on the ground. Number two, invert yourself. Take something like a Coregeous Ball and place it underneath your sacrum so that your pelvis is higher than your heart, which is higher than your head. So you can do this with a block, or you can do this with a stack of books or a few pillows. And this position in and of itself, the recline with the partial incline, starts to excite something called the baroreceptor reflex. And that is just that blood starts to flow towards the brain. And as your body's internal system starts to detect that too much blood is coming at it, there's a very quick reflex, which is the baroreceptor reflex. It's notably within the carotids. And that's a vagus nerve mediated activation, and that activation actually constricts your blood vessels, and it slows down the blood's pumping, it slows down the heart rate, and it also slows down the breath's pace. So just being in this incline will already slow you down. So we'll compound this baroreceptor reflex with some mental orientation. That is a mindset strategy, which is I allow myself to relax completely. So be the driver, be the host of the relaxation by mentally suggesting that to yourself. And with that, close your eyes. So next, you want to add a little nuance of connecting your index and thumb fingers on each hand. So you don't need to use a lot of force to do that. You actually just let the natural curl of your thumb and index finger connect with each other and then let them rest in that place. And I'll tell you in a moment why we're using that connection. So you have your incline, recline, you have your eyes closed, you have your mindset strategy, allow myself to relax completely, you have your fingers connected, and now we begin to breathe. And we breathe in a pattern. Start to drive your awareness into your touching fingers. And the attempt is to get a sense of your beating heart. So you'll feel your own heartbeat represented in that light touch within your fingers. So to get very quiet to pick up on that interoceptive signal, that signal of blood flow within your body. And then you'll use that thumping, that thwunking in your fingertips as a metronome. And now we layer in a breath pattern. And the breath pattern is this. You want to inhale for 6 heartbeats, hold for 4 heartbeats, exhale for 8 heartbeats, and hold for an additional 4. The exhale is longer than the inhale. And that's deliberate because when you do a breath pattern where the exhale is longer in total time than the inhale is, this is another way to hasten your relaxation response. All of these things that you're doing here are to excite your vagus nerve. It excites vagal dominance. And what that means, when the vagus is excited, it brings you into a parasympathetic place of repose, regeneration, recovery, and rest. This is a tremendous practice to do after a long day of work or working out. It's a great thing to do to bring on good sleep. It's also a great centering exercise to do if you are really amped up and anxious and nervous ahead of competition or ahead of a meet. You're inclined, your eyes are closed, you're hosting a relaxation response, and then you bring it on with that internally sensed breath. This is the ultimate setup for the onset of deep, nurturing recovery.